Good morning. This webinar offers closed captioning. Welcome to the City of Chicago Department of Business Affairs and Consumer Protection free business education webinar. This webinar is being recorded and will be available at youtube.com/ChicagoBACP. There will be a Q&A session at the end of the presentation. All BACP webinars are part of the BACP Entrepreneur Certificate Program, which is a free program for anyone interested in starting or growing a business in Chicago. Getting your certificate is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1, register for the program. 2, attend 6 webinars in 6 months. 3, graduate to get your certificate. Graduating makes you eligible to apply for CIBC Bank's Entrepreneurial Loan Program. Note that you must already be registered for the program to get credit for attending today's webinar. For full details, visit chicago.gov/BACP certificate. Views, information, and opinions expressed during this webinar are those of the presenter and are not the official policy or position of the City of Chicago or BACP. The information mentioned will be posted in the chat box. Today's webinar will be Marketing Hacks for Small Business Owners, presented by Erika Gonzalez, Executive Director, and Jovanna Druay of 36 Squared Business Incubators. Turning it over.
Thank you so much, Geraldine. So good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us. We're very excited to present this webinar to you because we understand how difficult it is to market our business nowadays, right? We need to get up to date with the way people is doing business right now. So social media is a big way for marketing business. So that's why we're bringing this to you. So my name is Erika Gonzalez, Executive Director at 36 Square Business Incubator, and I'm so happy to be here with you. My colleague Jovanna Druay is going to continue in a minute. So next slide, please. Okay, so our mission. The mission of 36 Square Business Incubator is to empower entrepreneurs of all abilities to start and grow their business. So we provide personalized support in areas like access to capital, business planning, and market research. We aim to boost economic growth, foster innovation, and offer high quality resources and information to all, regardless of ethnicity, gender, background, or abilities. So we're here to support you. So regardless, you have an idea and you don't know how to start, how to make that idea into a business, into a reality, make sure you check out to you contact us. So that way we can sit down with you, talk one on one, explore your ideas, explore the resources that are available, so we can help you with that process. So that's why we are here for you. So please meet our team: Andrew Fogarty, our SBDC director, Dimitri Alexakos, our Director of Economic and Strategic Initiatives, Naomi Rojas, Marketing and Social Media Coordinator, and Jovanna Druay Lopez, who is our Business Advisor. And let me turn it out to her because she is the expert in marketing and she's going to give you all these hacks that you're looking for. Jovanna?
Thank you, Erica. Hello, everybody. My name is Jovanna, and I am the marketing specialist. We're gonna now start by exploring how you can effectively reach the right audience and drive your business into a successful with impact marketing strategies. Now, when you first think of marketing, you think about promoting and advertisement, and that is what it is, but there's more to marketing than just putting your business out there. Marketing requires a lot of research, which was the first step of marketing. You have to understand your audience. You have to know who you are marketing to. We have to know your demographic. Who are you selling to and serving to? How old is your audience? You wouldn't want to market to adults if your service or product is to children, and vice versa. If it's a product or service for adults, you wouldn't want to market for children. You also have to put yourself into the shoes of your audience. Pretend like you're the consumer. What would you like to see when it comes to your product? What would you like to see when it comes to your service? If you were the customer, how would you like to view it? An example of this would be Starbucks. Their demographic would be young adults and professionals between the ages of 18 and 45. So they're mainly going to be marketing to 18 to 45-year-olds. They're also going to be marketing to college students that need to study and office workers needing coffee space. You have to understand what your audience is looking for. Then we're gonna go up into your brand. Branding is very important when it comes to marketing because you have to make everybody else know what you are. What is your company or your business? What is your specialty? What makes you different from everybody else? You're gonna start with creating a logo, and you want to be creative, not too creative, because sometimes if it's too much, people are not gonna be interested. They're gonna look away. But you want something that's gonna catch the eye of the consumer. You want to be creative. You want to attract the audience. Think about the colors of your logo. Certain colors mean certain different things. So let's do an example. McDonald's has red and yellow. Red, usually in marketing and everything, it makes the consumer feel excited, happy. Yellow means positivity and catchy. And that's what McDonald's would market to. They want to make you feel excited when you're eating their food. You want to feel happy. You want to be positive. It's going to be something that attracts them. You have to think about certain colors. Do the research, see what colors work for you, what colors would attract your audience. Be specific. You also want to figure out what you want to be known for. What is your difference between all your other competitions? When you're in the market, you want to look at your competitors. You want to see what they're known for and how you can make yourself apart from them and make people see you in a different way. Because if you're a cafe shop marketing to everybody with a cafe, there's going to be a lot of different cafes. You're going to want to stand out, make sure people understand what you are and why they should choose you over everybody else. Do some research on your competitors, do some research on how you can stand out. Now, for marketing, there's the 4 P's of marketing. You're going to have your product, your price, the place, and the promotion. So in order for you to start coming up with a marketing strategy, you need your product. What are you offering? And why is your product valuable? Why would your customer want your product over someone else? You have to think about these things. Another thing you have to think about is pricing. You don't want to be pricing too high or too low compared to your competitors. Your competitors could be selling for lower, but their quality might be lower than yours. You don't want to be at their level. You have to do research again on your competitors to see what they're pricing, how they're pricing, what you should be pricing based on your product and your services. Now, another thing you have to think about is placing. You don't want to be placed in a location that's not going to attract a lot of your customers. If you're trying to sell to a lot of people and you're in a remote area, you're not gonna attract a lot of foot traffic. Not a lot of foot traffic if you're in a remote area and you're trying to get a lot more people. If, let's say you're trying to market a bar, you don't want to have a bar in the middle of nowhere. People are not going to show up unless you really, really market social media. Even then, people might not want to drive 30 minutes for a bar or something. You want to have a location that is going to attract your specific audience. You have to also realize your target audience. Where are your target audience going to be at? Now, another thing you could do is promotion. You have to promote your product, your services. How will you persuade people to come to your services, buy your product? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna be different? Now, in marketing, it's the same as any other step of making your business. You need a smart sheet, smart goals. You have to set up a smart goal strategy. And in case you don't know what SMART goals are, SMART presents specific, measurables, achievable, relevant, and time bounds. So let's say you want a specific marketing. An example would be you want to increase your Instagram engagement rate by 15% over the next 3 months through daily post, content campaigns, and interactive stories. Now, your specific would be increasing Instagram engagement rates. Now, your measurable would be by 15%. You know what you're trying to measure. You have to be specific with these goals. Your relevance would be the next 3 months. Your time bound would be throughout the next 3 months. Your attendables would be through your daily posts, content campaigns, and interactive stories. And now your relevant would be that you're getting higher engagement and will build the brand awareness and strengthen your customer service. You really want to be specific, because you could say that you want to increase your Instagram engagement by in the next 6 months, but how are you going to do it? And how much is increasing? You have to be specific. You need a specific goal in order to get there. Because if you're broad, it could mean anything. It could mean you get 2 more likes on your Instagram throughout the next year. But I doubt that's what you want. You want to be specific in these things. You want to create a specific, measurable. You want to be achievable. You want to do these things. Now, let's talk about marketing strategy. We have a budget friendly, and which would be social media. Social media is the biggest marketing place you could be right now. You have Instagram, you have Facebook, you have TikTok, which is the really big one right now, is TikTok. You also can do a website. You optimize your Google My Business profile. So when people search up your business, you're gonna be one of the first few businesses that pop up. You want to send out emails and texts to already clients that you have. Or you can send out flyers or posters. You would want your customers to probably leave you a Yelp review. Less friendly would be billboards. Those are a little bit more expensive, or like paid commercials, like paid social medias as well. Now we're gonna focus a little bit more on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, because that's mainly the bigger marketing strategies that we have out there. You have to be with the times. You have to figure out what people like right now, because trends always change. Uh, the trends don't last forever. So you want to do these as soon as you possibly can in order to reach the audience that you really are trying to attain. Now let's focus on a demonstration real quick. So we're gonna create an Instagram post for, let's say, a dog grooming business. So their brand would be that they accommodate for special needs dogs. Not a lot of businesses do that. A lot of other grooming businesses just don't know how to handle special needs dog. And someone who has a special needs dog would want their dog to have a place where their dog can feel comfortable. Now, their targeted audience would be dog owners between the ages of 18 to 45. They will also want to market to new dog owners who are new at owning a dog and don't know where to start and don't know how their dogs are going to react at the dog groomers. Or just in general, dog owners that have special needs dogs. Now, they can say that their SMART goal could be increasing the awareness and attract 15 new dog clients within the next 6 months. by promoting specializing grooming services through targeted social media campaigns, local partnerships with veterans, veterinarians, and informational blog series. Now, when they're focusing on their SMART goal, notice how they have their specific, which is increasing awareness. They have their growth, which is 15 new clients by the next 6 months, and they have everything they need, and they're being specific. Now, let's say how would we create an Instagram post for this? Well, we have this Instagram post by the dog groomers. They'll post a before and after picture. The before shows the dog before they came into their shop with their messy hair. Maybe some would have some knots, but they want to show the dog before they came into the services. Now, after that, they'll post an after picture that shows how well they can cut the dog's hair. And let's say this dog was special needs. They would be like, oh, this sweet pup came in needing extra care, and we were so honored to help them feel their best. Every dog deserves to feel loved, safe, and beautiful, no matter their needs. Now, this would be an Instagram post. They're highlighting their top choice for dog, choice for your dog. They are showing you why they are better for your dog compared to other places. They're demonstrating an understanding for your care of your pet. They're sympathizing with you. They're making you hear what you want to hear. And they showcase their expert grooming techniques. Clearly, you can tell that the dog had their haircut and are feeling nice and neat. Now, this is just an Instagram post. There's other ways you could do this. You could post a TikTok video where you do a voiceover. You have the dog come in and you record the dog. But obviously you need the consent of the owner. You'll record the dog coming into your shop. You'll show your process throughout the hair cutting process. And you'll do a voiceover explaining what you're doing, how you're doing, but you have to make it fun, exciting for your audience. You don't want to be like, oh, well, here's me cutting the dog's hair. That's not going to attract your audience. Your audience is going to be, well, that's a little boring. Next video. I don't want to, that's boring. You want to bring in your audience by being exciteful. You want to stand out. You have to think outside the box. Look up how other grooming places are making their marketing and think, how can I do that, but make it probably better and make it specialized to me? Now, you can share photos of various dogs that you've groomed, showcasing your work. You can make a whole slideshow and like have a trending music over it. And because it's trending, people are going to be like, oh, what is this? You want to promote special offers and exclusive accessories for your pet. You also want to know people that you have deals. If you have deals, you want to promote those as well with your skills. So that would be, you want to stand out. The main thing is standing out, especially in social media. You want to look at the trends. You want to see what you could do better from your competition. Now, our contacts would be, we're at 36 Square. If you ever feel the need to contact us, our emails are on the screen. We have Erika, who is our director, Andrew, Naomi, and myself. Now we're going to open up the floor to any questions that you guys might have.
While we're getting their questions, I think it's important to mention something that you mentioned, Jovanna. I think all as a business owners, it's important that you put yourself as a customers. What do you want to see? What do you want people to see about your business? Just look, always take what is happening with other business that you can implement into your business. For example, you have a coffee shop, as Giovanna mentioned earlier. Think about Starbucks. Starbucks is a great example, right? Because it's a very successful business. But what is Starbucks doing that you can implement into your business? Just think about it. They have the rewards membership, right? It may be something that you can apply into your business, and you don't necessarily have to implement software or things like that. You can use print some cards and then use a punch card that you can, after certain purchases, you can give something away. That you keep your clients motivated. It's part of marketing. Other example is like Starbucks is always changing flavors. What can you implement, regardless of what industry you are? What can you bring different or new to your business that you can implement, right? That you can highlight. And something that is important to take in consideration is that taking advantage of the social media platforms that you have for free, like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Nowadays, all the customers, we want things fast. We want to know about your business fast and something that is important. So it's important that business owners showcase the best that they have in the business that nobody can see it. Like when you go to a restaurant, typically you go for only a few percentage of the clients explore the whole menu, right? Many nowadays they can say, "Oh, what is your specialty? Oh, I have something in mind." But you as the business owner, you have to tell them, "Hey, I have this. What about you try this?" So you have to incentivize the clients to try different products that you have. So taking advantage of the social media is the place where you can highlight all those items or services that you offer in your business. So make sure you highlight that. So, Giovanna, did you see the questions in the questions and in the chat?
I am looking at them, yes. Let me see. How often should you post a luxury housekeeping cleaning company? And does it matter what time of the day you post? Well, typically, I would say the time matters if you're doing locally. If it's something you're doing internationally, it may vary because different time zones. But if it's locally, it does matter what time because you don't want to post it in the morning and have it not show up later on. But you also have to play around with the algorithms of where you're posting. Different platforms have different algorithms depending on what you're posting and what you're showing. For example, TikTok, sometimes it might take some days for you to get some views. But it really depends on the algorithm that you're using. And just my best answer for that would be play around, post a couple things, see what times work better for you and your algorithm, because your algorithm is going to be different from someone else's. Play around, post something in the morning, see how that works. Post something at night, see how that works, or post something in the afternoon, and play around and see which gets more views and likes and the attention. For luxury housekeeping, how often you should do it? I would say start off like a couple of posts, see how that goes. Test out different things that you want to do. If you're posting videos, think of creative ways to do your videos and see how marketing is a lot of to do with playing around with stuff, playing around with to see what works with your audience specific or what times work better. The same way that you would see how your business and the times, like if you open up a business, you have to wait a bit to see where the most customers come in. It could be slow in the mornings or it could be busy in the mornings. You have to play around with that. Because if you post one video, your answer's not gonna come to you, but you post a couple of videos, post a couple of pictures, see what works, see what people like from that, see what people don't like. It's a lot of playing around.
Yeah, I'd like to add something, Jovanna,
Yeah.
to your comment, which is great. I think also, once again, you as a customer, what is the time that you usually look at the videos? Many people look at the videos at night, right? I'm one of
Yeah.
them. So I'm looking at the videos when I'm close to sleep. I'm looking at the videos if I'm at work during my lunch time, not at work, obviously, but during my lunch time, for example. So that will be between 11 to 1 o'clock. And the night shift probably between 7 and 12 at night, because that's the time that when usually people is ready to make decisions before they go into bed, right? What they're
Yeah.
gonna do, they're gonna start thinking about, okay, I need to clean up my house. Okay, they're thinking about that because maybe they're thinking about the event, or maybe they're thinking about people coming to their house. So they say, oh, I need somebody to clean up my house. So they start thinking about during the nighttime, right? So I think it's important to think about that. Like, when is when we typically, the adults, and it is related to the age group, right, Jovanna? Like the
Yeah.
age group, adults between 35 to 55. What is the behavior? And that's the behavior we typically do. Think about your friends, think about your family members. At what time is when they are watching social media? And typically, once again, during our lunchtime, if we're not talking to our friends or family, or during a nighttime. Because during on the way work, going back and forth, like a peak time, like in the morning or in the evening, is when we're listening to the radio. So you are able to market any publicity in the radio or TV shows. Those are the best time, right? When people is at home. But if you have it in the radio, is where it's between 6 a.m. through 8 a.m. Mostly is when everybody's listening to the radio. And the same time in the afternoon, like between 4 and 6, is when everybody is also listening to the radio or music. So those are the peak times where you have to think about where to put your marketing materials. So when is the people able to pay attention to your post? And when Jovanna refers to the algorithm, it means to when you select a post about, for example, house cleaning, you will start receiving a lot of house cleaning hacks, house cleaning advertising. So everything that your clients look, so make sure that you ask your clients, hey, make sure you like my post, make sure you share it. That's also part of marketing, right, Jovanna?
Yes. Promoting, spreading out the word. When you get that's why I also briefly mentioned Yelp. When you do, you can create a Yelp review, and you can have your customers be like, "Hey, if you like my service, Yelp me, add a review. Let me know how I'm doing or what I could do best." Or you can also do surveys for customers that do come in. But not a lot of people are gonna do that. But yeah. But the algorithm, don't be surprised if you post something in the morning and throughout the day it doesn't get views until like nighttime. Because again, like Erika said, most people end up being on social media at nighttime, because most people, if you're targeting towards adults, most people are going to be on their phones during the night, right after work or before work or during lunch. If you're marketing towards kids, they're a little bit more on the media. So if you post in the morning, you might actually get the views during the day. But it really depends on your target audience.
What other questions do we have, Jovanna?
Is there a way for you to create a website free due to the fact that you're just starting a new business? Yeah, there's a lot of free website starters out there. The one that I prefer right now would be Weebly, but if you search up free website makers or free websites starters, there should be a bunch of different options. You might have to spend a little bit of money, but not too much. But there are a few couple of websites that you can do. My recommendation, just because I use it personally, would be Weebly. But it's a lot of, if you're starting a website, it's a lot of searching. You have to search up stuff.
Yeah, those websites, they have free templates that you can use and play around. And the good thing is that because they have the free resource, you don't have to pay, and you say, "Oh, I messed it up." That's okay. You can start a new one. So
Yeah.
that's the advantage that you have of those free resources. And yes, you can use the free templates that they have, and you don't have to buy the domain yet until you feel ready and comfortable to until you have your business ready and running.
Yeah.
What is another question, Jovanna?
I would like to know if it will impact my business in a bad way if I change my logo. We are a sports facility that provides many services. I don't want to say it negatively impacts it. It makes it a little bit more difficult because if you've had this logo for a while, you don't want to drastically change it because people, depends how long you've had the logo. If you had it for
Yeah.
a while and people already know your logo, and then you suddenly switch it completely, like do a 180, and you just completely change it, people will not recognize your company. If it's like maybe like a couple small little changes and like maybe like a small like color difference, it won't affect you that much. But if
I
it's,
think it's important to notify the clients, right? That you're rebranding,
yeah, if you're
right?
rebranding,
Because
definitely.
it's okay to change the logo. Yeah, because sometimes you say, well, the logo doesn't represent exactly what I'm selling right now. And
Yeah,
it's fine to change it. But I think it's important that you notify your clients. Hey, we're rebranding. This is the new colors, or this is the new logo. So that way they associate the old logo with the new logo. Like you have it in your website and you have it everywhere. It's good that it will take you like around 6 months to a year to people to get used to your new logo. But it's good to have the connection between the old logo to the new logo still. So that way when they say, oh, I get into the website, but it looks totally different. It's what Jovanna said, right? Like they might not recognize you, but if they say, "Well, we're changing, we're rebranding," and they see those big letters, I think that people will say, "Oh, okay, so it's safe for me to use this website, or it's for me to call this number because it's the same people or the same business."
yeah, exactly. And also, if you are trying to completely change or rebrand, make sure you're heavily showing and like let your social media know, let your website know, let your customers know. But don't make it like a drastic change, like overnight. Do it slowly. Give people
Yes,
some time to understand that you're changing your logo and then slowly transition into the change of the logo. If you really are trying to get like a completely different logo. If it's a
yeah,
couple of changes, do give the heads up to your customers that hey, here's the new logo, but it's not too drastic. But
yes.
it's a 180, yeah, you have to slowly introduce it.
Thank you. What would be another question, Jovanna?
What are some strategies to use to build social media audience? Like, do I just randomly add people? I've noticed using my personal page, get through the actual clients on social media, then my business page. What do you suggest? I suggest, let's see. What are some strategies to use to build your social media audience? So let's start off with the clients you do have. Be like, hey, I have a social media. If you ever would like to see our stuff, here's our social media. So start off with the clients you do have. And then if you're trying to build more audience on your social media, hashtags also work greatly.
Mhm.
So find specific hashtags are uh that are to you.
The
Find
hashtags is kind of the algorithm, right, Jovanna?
yeah,
The hashtag
yeah,
is the what it drives the attention. Like
yeah,
everybody who says balloons, for example, and you're selling balloons or you're decoration with balloons, put hashtag balloons decoration, right? That will help us set up the algorithm, correct?
Yeah. Also with hashtags, find the biggest hashtag that you can find. Let's say again, cafe shop. If you're doing cafe shop and you do just hashtag cafe shop, find the one that has the most posts with it, because that means there's a lot more people there and there's a lot more attention for it. But don't be surprised if at first you're not getting the audience that you want. It is a time consuming thing. You have to give it time. Um, you can't just expect to post one thing and then just make it blow up. You do have to post a couple things, make sure that you're the one getting up there. Um, if you're using your personal page, yeah, just reach out to your clients. Follow back any people that would like to follow you. Um, Stories again.
Yeah. As
Post
friends
them.
and family, as a friends and family to share, to like, to make a post in your video, like for example, in your social media, for example, you are selling a product and they like it. Maybe they can take a picture of how they are wearing. For example, if somebody is buying a dress. Oh, take a picture of how it is the dress fits you and put it in the social media, tag us. So that way you're expanding the number of clients that you have, a number of people that will look at your website, at your social media by people tagging you, because it's not only the client, it's the client friends and family that they have in their social media that will be looking at your social media post.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Oh, sorry.
Uh, any help in marketing a moving company or how to stand out? Oh, that's a great question. Okay, so
Yes.
a moving company, again, what I've said, you have to know your target audience. Who you're targeting to people that are moving. Uh, which people, who is your audience? You're gonna be targeting people moving. So people that move would be around 18-year-olds moving to maybe a new apartment, going to college. New house owners. Your new house owners are gonna be your main target audience. And how do you stand out? Well, you have to look at your competition. You have to look at your competition, see what they're doing and how you could do it better. Let's say, well, first of all, do you have a logo? If you have a logo,
Yes.
make sure it's not too much. Again, not too much. Something simple, not too simple, but something simple and nothing crazy that's gonna be like, what's going on there?
Yeah, I think one good example can be that two guys and a truck. Have
Yeah.
you guys seen that from marketing promotion? It's like a stickman's in a truck. It's like when I saw it for the first time, it was beautiful. For me, it called my attention because
Yeah.
it looks like a kid made that drawing. So don't think that your logo has to be sophisticated. Don't think that the type of lettering that you're using has to be sophisticated. It's something that you are creating and that you're happy about, because that's the reflection of who you are and what is the branding that you want to bring. So
Exactly.
the way that you're going to stand up is by being authentic. That's the best advice that I think we can give you. Like, be authentic, be yourselves, right? Everybody has different personalities, but just by being yourself, I think is what people is noticing. I think is what all customer is looking for: authenticity. How can you be different by just being yourself, right? You are
Yeah.
bringing the expertise, you are bringing the knowledge, the service. Like in the moving company, you know how to do moving. I cannot do it by myself, or Jovanna cannot do it by herself, but she will need to hire somebody that is going to help it give a solution. Remember, when you're branding your business, you are giving a solution to your clients, whether it's a food, you are giving solution because people are looking for something tasty. You are selling coffee, or because you are giving the best coffee ever, or the best taste that is outside the common branding, like which is a Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts. If you are like the moving company, for example, or the cleaning services, What are you doing different? What are you help me solve? Like the cleaning services. Oh, I'm gonna clean your house and faster with organic products or with whatever you are using. Like the moving company. I'm gonna stand up because I can do this service fast and on time and with care. You know, it's what we're looking for. So I think that just by branding and using the keywords that people need to listen to, that is gonna help you stand out.
Another thing I wanted to add about what you said about standing out. You also want to have a motto, a catchphrase or like a quote. So let's say, what's a good one? Let's say again with your moving company, you could be like, easy now, easy and quick moving, or something that's gonna catch the attention of the audience, like a quick saying, not something long, nothing like a whole sentence or two, but just like a quote, a nice quote that like brands your company. Another thing you could also do with the moving company is if you have the moving trucks, you could also put your logo on the truck so people know that that truck is a moving company, and that way when you're driving it down the streets or in the highway, especially if you're around like like houses that like are needing of new homes and stuff, or like camp or like around schools, college schools. Um, but definitely have your logo on your company truck so that way it attracts foot traffic. That also works. A slogan is what you need. A catchphrase, a slogan for for your business. Something that's gonna tell. It's a quick, simple, tells your consumers exactly what you are about. But yeah, those are some marketing for a moving company.
Other question, Giovanna?
Do you offer help with all these strategy marketing? Us personally, as a 36
Yes.
owner, we do offer help with your marketing strategies. You can become one of our clients and you can make an appointment. We can reach out to you, make an appointment, and have a one-on-one sit down, look at your social medias, look at your websites, look at all your promotion, all of your marketing things, and help you see where you could do what things you could do different with it, what you can try. We can sit down and do that. But yeah, if you reach out to any of us on our email here, especially me, if you reach out to me, I will answer and we can make an appointment, and then we'll set you up as a client and then set up an appointment, and we can again look at your marketing and see what we can work with. What's an example of marketing when it comes to trucking and delivery? Let's see, trucking and delivery. Again, like I said with the moving, you might want to have your logo and like a slogan, a quick slogan on your truck or on your truck. Think of Amazon. When you see the Amazon truck, obviously you see Amazon and you think, oh, someone's getting their Amazon package. So your logo on there, um, a lot like that. That's one of the marketing. On TikTok, trucking delivery, I'd say look into the trucking and delivery section on TikTok, see what other companies are doing, and see how they're doing with their videos. Check which ones are getting more attraction and see how you can work off that is one of my best advice for that. You have anything to input, Erica?
Yeah, I think once again, standing out, be different, be unique, and more likely is to showcase the best of your business, to showcase who you are as a business owner. Because once again, people is looking for authenticity. Okay, let's move to the next one.
All right.
Can you have more than one slogan? Yes, you can have more than one slogan, but we recommend you to have one because if you think about it, McDonald's is uses I'm loving it. Nike, just do it. So it's just a nice, short, and catchy phrase. That's it. Because you have many, of course, there are many words that represent your image or brand, your business. But if you choose and select the one that best describe your business in nice and short, it's easier that people will remember that. Right,
Yeah,
Joanna? What do you think?
I totally agree. It's not bad per se to have two slogans, but you want to have something that people are gonna see and automatically think of you. And if they see two slogans, they might not remember it, honestly. Um, I I would stick with one, short, something that sticks out, something again, like Erica said, Nike has "Just Do It." That's pretty iconic. If you whenever you hear the words "Just Do It," you think of Nike, or just "I'm loving it," you think of McDonald's. Like it's just something short, simple, makes you stand out. Couple words, doesn't have to be long. Two slogans, wouldn't recommend it. Uh, okay, let's see the next
Yeah.
question. Do you have any
I
tips?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you have any tips for starting a social media campaign? I'm working with a client right now, and I know that once I start posting, there will be a drastic change from their previous content, especially when marketing to an older audience. With the business that it is, there are plenty of opportunities to post, but I'm unsure how we should start. Is the drastic change in content a good thing, or should things be more gradual? Let's see. Starting your bit, the first thing I want to recommend is don't be scared of starting. Like you're when you first start off, when you first start out posting, it's not gonna get a lot of views, but don't get discouraged from that. Just because you're starting, that the people aren't gonna know you at first. Again, word of mouth is a thing. Posting hashtags and everything. I'm working with a client right now, and I know that once I start posting, there will be a drastic change. Drastic.
Okay, so I think to add to your comment, Giovanna, I think it's
Yeah.
important that don't be too drastic, as Giovanna says, because you don't want to change from one to another change, but make the changes gradually. I think it's important what you say, Giovanna, about start doing a change, but notice the behavior of your clients. It's important that you see how your clients are reacting. Do they like it? Do they not like it? Do they say, because one thing is that they like your post, and another thing when they start commenting, right? When they start putting posts or commenting about your post, see what they're talking about. It means it's a good feedback or it's a bad feedback, because that is going to guide you where you have to go to. Because also it has to do who is your client, who is the people that is responding to your post, who is the people responding and or commenting, right? Once again, I'm sure you have seen some TikTok videos that they say, "Oh, people comes from the comments." That the other people is doing,
Mhm.
because sometimes they take something really funny or they can take things out of context. So that's why it's also very important to be careful what you're posting, because it can become a meme and it can become something extremely funny, and it can become something that it can be out of proportion. Nowadays, you have to be super careful about what are the things that you're putting online. So that's why be careful when you make the drastic decisions. Make people, especially if you're, I'm not super expert like Joanna in social media, TikToks and all of that, but have some others look at your post before you make it, before you publish it. Because sometimes you need fresh eyes that give you the perspective. Oh, I like it, I don't like it, or I think you need to mention this, because sometimes it's necessary. Or bring some nowadays the kids are the ones, we rely on the kids and how to make or young people how to make social media posts and things like that. But remember, they're not business owners. They don't want to sell anything. They just want to highlight themselves. So just think about that, how you want to highlight your business and why you want people. Remember, it's about the business. It's not about you. It's not about you as the business owner. It's about, well, It's about the authenticity of the business and you as a business owner. But it's not about you as a persona. It's about what are the things that you are offering to your clients. So always keep that in mind.
I also wanted to mention, yeah, it's okay to, yeah, you have to be careful with what you're posting. Yeah, things do become memes, but you also have to remember that don't be too serious about things. Like, don't just be like, hey, here's my product. You do want to be funny. You want to appeal to your audience. Don't just be too serious. Like, hey, here's my product. Hope you guys like. Be like, be
Yeah,
creative.
definitely.
Honestly, be creative. You have to be creative with your marketing. Because if you're creative and people are like, that's new. I've never seen someone promote like that. That's new.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me actually
Have fun.
yeah, have fun with it. Don't Marketing is honestly really creative.
It's where you can be even create another character, another
Yes,
individual if you want out of
yes.
yourself.
Yeah, just be creative, honestly. Don't be afraid to be creative. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but it's not the end of the world. You can
Yeah.
always try new things that work, see what works. Again, it's knowing your audience, it's knowing who you're trying to target. If it's like older generations, you might want to target things that they like. Think about what the older generation likes, what they find funny, what
Yes.
they appeal to. If you're targeting towards a younger audience, see what they're doing, what they like, be funny, creative with it. Honestly, really do be creative with things because
Yes.
that's how people, especially on TikTok, if you're promoting to younger generations and if you're being funny, the younger generation is like, oh my God, I want to try that now. Also with
Yeah.
the older generation though, but yeah, do know your audience.
Yes.
But try
We have time for one more question. I believe we are running out of time. Once again, if you want to connect with us, here is our website, here is our email. And also let me quick post something and mention something that I think go into your website and look at the Boost Awards. We have an award that we give to entrepreneurs who have a disability or caregivers that have a disability, or if you are caring for somebody that has a disability and you want to start your business, go into that because we have an award. You can qualify for up to $1,000 for your business, and you can use even for marketing. So check out our website. Please visit our website at www.36 number 3 number 6 business BUISS. I'm sorry, BUISESS business. Sorry, I don't know how to spell now. And visit our website and send an email to Jovanna. Send an email to me if you want to connect. You want to have a one-on-one. We can have a virtual meeting. If you live far away from our office, don't worry about it. And be connected to us because we have a lot of activities going on, a lot of webinars coming up. So please check our website and we look forward to continue working with you and we're here to support you. Right, Jovanna?
Yeah, definitely.
So please repeat your email, Jovanna.
My email is Jovanna@36business.org. It's on the screen. Feel free to screenshot it. Feel free to write it down. I am always, not always, but mainly on my email, so I will see if you need help with anything, and we can schedule a
Yeah.
one. Yeah. How much time do we have left for questions? How many questions?
Oh, we had 2 minutes.
2
One more
minutes?
question.
Okay,
Yeah.
one more question. How should I brand a service that is exclusively an online service? I would say online service. Again, if everything's online, um, what is your what is your target audience first? Like, are you targeting to the US? Are you
Yes.
targeting to Europe? Are you targeting where exclusively? If it's all over the
Yes.
world, see what people that have your service, promote your website. If you're doing a website for the online services, promote it. If it's like products, like let's say if you're
Some
selling,
advertising, right? Like
yeah,
do some like Facebook posts that all the marketing that you do, obviously to link to your website, right?
Yes.
Especially if you are offering everything online, whether
Mhm.
it's a service or a product. So make sure that everything, I think people wants to see, okay, if I don't know anything about your business, what are you offering that I can buy from you? What kind of service you are offering that I can go and reach out to you? I think you still have to create like TikTok videos or Instagram or Facebook ads, and something that it has to do with Facebook. I is the advantage that you have is that you can do it with a specific zip code area. Like even though it's online, maybe you want to sell locally, or maybe you want to sell to the next states around Chicago or Illinois, like Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio. How far you want to go in your business. So I think it's important that you pay attention to that. What is the geographical area, and who is your target audience? Because in the Facebook ad, you can be specific about the target audience that you want to reach out.
Yeah, let me, one last thing I wanted to add is, if you're like posting on social media,
Mm-hmm.
it's like products, post pictures or videos of your products, have like previous clients or previous customers that have bought from you. Be like, hey, do you think mind reviewing, sending a
Yes,
video of reviewing, have
reviews
people,
are really good.
yeah,
Yes,
have people review, or if you have a friend that likes your product, have them, hey, mind being in a video for me and showing people like,
testimonials.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, especially let's say if it's like a food business, if have someone like open your package and review it for you.
yes.
I don't know if you guys seen those videos of people reviewing online, like on TikTok, TikTok shop products reviews. Yeah, those work well. Have someone review them.
Yes. Okay, so we are out of time. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us. Thank you for the beautiful comments and the questions, and thank you for. I saw that everybody was supporting in each other in the comments and the chat. Thank you. You're very beautiful audience. So we're very grateful for you. And once again, please make sure you connect with us, with Jovanna, myself, Erika Gonzalez at 36 Square Business Incubators, and we're here to support you thanks to the support and funding from the BICP, the City of Chicago. So stay tuned and let's keep in touch, okay, guys? Thank you
Don't
so much.
feel free to reach out to us if you have any more questions and need help with your marketing strategy. I'm always here. Yeah. Thank you for
Yes,
joining.
very happy to have you. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
The Entrepreneur Certificate Program, your account will automatically reflect your attendance for today. To see this webinar and past webinars, please visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Chicago BACP. Thanks for joining us and have a great weekend.